What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the AM, guys. Welcome back to 5 Minute Rants. I'm your host, Michael Abernathy, and welcome to the show predicated on the journey of life and business. I hope you're doing well. Hope life is treating you good. I'm doing better than I deserve. I'm really blessed and highly favored. Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and jump straight on into that. I'm going to pull from today, for today, I'm going to pull from several conversations my partner Andrew and I have had just over the past couple days, over the past couple weeks. And I want to talk about building out the finish line. So when you set out to accomplish something in life, when you set out to build something or create something, one of the things that is very important is you need to have a vision or a finish line for what the final product looks like. So to give you an analogy of this, when you are building anything, when you're woodworking, when you're doing things with your hands or in the physical world, it's very easy to understand what the final project looks like or the final product. It's very easy to go, oh, I'm building a car. I'm building this. I know exactly what it's going to look like. I know that I'm building a table. I know it's going to have 4 legs. I know it's going to have a top. I know what color I want to make it. And so what happens is you have the finish line. The finish line looks like a table. It has 4 legs. It's going to be stained this color, and then we go from there, right? Well, a lot of times in the digital world, and especially in the business service world, how do you know what the final product looks like? How do you know what the finish line looks like? It's very hard to look at the finish line because there's no physical outcome a lot of times, right? With plumbing, with electrical work, yes, there can be. Cool. The physical product is my pipes aren't leaking anymore. My lights work, okay? But often for business services, it's very hard, especially when they're digital. And I'm saying this because it really brings up this concept and this thought of this. You get to decide the spec. You are in charge of defining the spec. You're in charge of defining the finish line, and you get to decide what it looks like. So let me give you an example. When Walmart and when Home Depot, they began building out their whole self-checkout process, they look radically different. You go to Home Depot, at least the ones by me, you go to Home Depot, they have this huge computer screen. You can see that it says Dell, it's this, it's that. There's not really a place to put any of your stuff. And they have scanner guns everywhere. You go to Walmart, they have like this wraparound thing that hugs you that you can put all your groceries on, that you multiple bagging stations and all these other things. And it looks radically different than Home Depot. But yet they're both self-checkouts. And they did not, nor did they have a universal standard that they executed against, a universal spec or finish line saying this is what a self-checkout looks like. And so they look radically different. And here's why. They got to decide what mattered most to their customer. They got to decide how it needed to look. They got to decide what they needed and what best fit. So for Home Depot, you think about it, a lot of people buy a lot of wood or a lot of big pieces of machinery, tools, a lot of big objects that stay in the cart. So what do they need? Scanner guns. They don't need a place to put groceries. Walmart, you're buying a lot of small stuff constantly, right? And you're buying a lot of smaller groceries. And so if you think about it, they designed the finish line based off what each of their unique customer bases wanted, what best fit and serve their customer bases, and to go from there. And that's the point of what I'm talking about. Oftentimes when you get started in business, it is very hard to move past just, oh, I'm trying to build a product. Money is not made in product. Money is made in distribution. And I'll talk about that later. I have a whole list of things that I need to talk about because I say that often. But the point of what I'm trying to say is this. Instead of just being like, hey, we are just like, I just want to focus on this and this and this. It's like, no, let me focus on the final outcome of what I'm actually trying to build. And so when you're sitting there, it's like, okay, cool. Nobody just wants a website, right? They want marketing. They want revenue. They want lead generation. But when you're building a website, when you're actually building out the website, when you're coding, how do you know that you're done? How do you know that you actually finished what you set out to do? How does the client know that you actually finished what you set out to do? And then how are you both agreed to where there's no fighting, arguing, and yelling later? It's this. It's building out the spec. And this is applicable to every area of your life, every area of my life. It applies everywhere. What does the finish line look like? Another good place to think about too is, what does the starting line look like? Anyways, guys, I'm out of time, so I'll catch you later. Peace.